Hey everyone, it's Adam and JT with Knick-Knack Construction. Today we are doing a fireplace and we're already got some stuff in order, but we were talking it over and decided, hey, why don't we just record this, kind of show some people what we've done. So we're gonna go from here and then I'm gonna take you outside and show you what we did for our setup here in just a little bit. Right now we are working with, they're about 2.5 by 4 foot tiles. They're ceramic and it kind of gives a really nice rendition of what a high-end stone would be, or an agate. So this design is absolutely stunning, and hopefully with these large mass scale pieces we're going to have some good lines and some little bolder look for it for the fireplace around. We're going to do some extra cuts here in just a minute. We're going to fill this area in, and I've got to do another U-cut just like we did this large one at the bottom. There's a couple things that you got to do when you're setting in larger pieces. First off, we'll come over here to the bucket and I'll show you. You want to come on in, JT?
Yeah.
So in the bucket, you'll see our thin set. When you're doing stone or large pieces, you need to be able to have a little bit of movement. The material itself can flex and contract so that way it doesn't break your upper tile. So you don't want to get a thin set that's going to be so hard it's going to snap your tiles or put cracks in them. So white mortar actually is a little softer and it solidifies a little differently, but we put a little bit more bonded in there and make it a little thicker and use a little larger trowel notch. So in this particular case, we use a U notch, and it is a 1/4 inch. And what we did, I wish I would have started it already before we actually set this piece into place. But we put a little extra material right in about here, and everything else was just a higher notch. So we put a steeper slope on the notch itself. But what that allowed me to do when we're putting it on, you actually have to hit it with a mallet and kind of work the air out. And it's not how hard you hit it, it's just kind of how the vibrations move the material underneath the surface. So we put a generous amount of pressure with the knee, and then we also take a cloth, terry cloth preferably, and a rubber mallet, and we just kind of work out those air pockets that are under there. So it makes a good bond, and that's just kind of a little neat tip that you can use yourself if you ever have to, put something in of that scale. We're going to go out here to the saw, and we just do something kind of neat with our saw to accommodate these larger pieces. We modified our tray slide with these 2 bars, and this is square tubular steel with pre-drilled holes in it. And basically what we did, we screwed it to and anchored it to my sled, and then we put a grip material, and I wrapped it of course in electrical tape. But put a few screws through the tray itself and on the sled. Basically it gave us a little more extension, and the rubber accounts for vibration, so that way your large pieces of tile don't break. We had a mess up over here on the JT's left. You can see where we didn't cut our reliefs properly, and my sled was a little too short, so it actually just broke the piece altogether. But that saves you on your cuts, and modifying that extension allows us to be able to move that tile back and forth and get the proper lengths to accommodate that cut. So. If you have any questions, you're welcome to message us directly or look for us on Facebook. You can ask us through Messenger, any questions that you have. But appreciate you joining us today, and y'all have a good day.